sitting with right now, I'd ask them, please, start, change your narrative or stop working for the TTSA, because we, the public, my friends, I've always said, we have a divine right to have access to this amazing anti-gravity as well. Not just for the covert military civilizations to get to use and go off-world and have fun in their adventure doing covert production, terraforming Mars. We deserve the right, my friends, to help our precious planet, okay? And improve travel here, and there's going to be so many ways it's going to transform our world, my friends. It's total free energy. And the reason we deserve it, right, as I said, it's from the cosmos. It's our divine right, my friends. It's part of the universe, right? It's the 0-point energy. They're manipulating electromagnetism and gravity, getting the energy, in other words, from the ether of space. It's only been the last 15, 20 years, I think, my friends, we realize now that, again, we're part of the universe is in us, and that space is not empty. It's full of energy, my friends. And if you can manipulate that, if you can use it as an energy supply, and if you were to weaponize it, even Joseph says you make a hydrogen bomb theoretically look like a firecracker. This is the kind of energy and power we're talking about, my friends. And literally, they're getting to Mars in an average of 2 weeks. This book predicted that they'd get to Mars in 5 days. 5 days. I think really it takes them they're averaging, as I say, about 2 weeks or just under 2 weeks. And they choose a certain time of year where those magnetic fields are more powerful, so they direct that anti-gravity in the propulsion system of the spacecraft towards Mars and get there even, really fast. Billy Carson tells you this, my friends, okay? Billy Carson owns his own space company. That's why I talk about this guy. He knows what's going on with the private space companies because he's talking to them, my friends. So he's not just some whistleblower. He's a hardcore space insider. Finally, my friends, I got to go soon, but I want to thank you guys for listening to my video. I meant to tell you guys that I have another YouTube channel, and it's called Jason Cosmic, get this, RSSP Authority. Jason Cosmic RSSP Authority. I've just started it. I think there's one video on there now, my friends. I hope to download this video over there. Check me out at Jason Fitness Captain Esty. I'll load it hopefully on this channel as well, but over at Jason Cosmic RSSP Authority, my friends, because I do think, with my research, I think I've proven and shown it, and hopefully will continue to do so, that I am an real secret space program authority, RSSP Authority, my friends. Okay? Certainly try it. And I think a lot of us are going to get more, we can all become better and better researchers. And really, again, in the end, my friends, we can help humanity. We can make that culture shift and drive and make that societal shift and get our divine right to this free energy once and for all, my friends. And we really are living through the most transformative time of thinking in human history, right? I mean, we're living through the greatest renaissance of scientific discoveries and ideas ever. And it's great to be alive, my friends. So I've got to go. But before I go, I just want to get on my hands and knees here, my friends, and tell you that we need to get our power and sovereignty back, like I said, my friends, and we can do it. And the Constitution was one of the most miraculous things in human history, right? I mean, and again, it says our right comes from divine authority. And, each individual is sacred. Each individual and life is sacred. And, we have the right for freedom, liberty, and happiness, okay? And we have the right to build and tear down governments. And, the combination of both individual rights and property rights was also amazing, miraculous. It really was, my friends. And so, unfortunately, we're seeing we got to be aware of this, my friends, and try to change this. We're seeing a real divide and conquer, a tearing down in our hearts, minds, and beliefs, making people become disenchanted, in other words, with the covenant, my friends, right? And we've got, as Catherine says, we need to refresh and rejuvenate that covenant. I truly believe she's right on with that, my friends. Okay, we don't need to change the Constitution. In other words, we need to enforce it. And part of that enforcing, my friends, we'll get into this on other videos. We've got to get that 50 trillion in money and assets back on the budget. You got to do that before you try to balance the budget, right? Speaking of that, because a few years ago, my friends, right, I heard it in the United States, and Catherine's talked about it, and I don't know what transpired, but there was a push to have a Constitution convention on the theory that we need to change the Constitution and force a balanced budget amendment. But even Catherine says, my friends, You don't need to change the Constitution. We need to enforce it. And again, my friends, we need to keep shunning the dirty player, okay? Because an ethical leader, the only way an ethical leader can survive, really, my friends, otherwise, unless he uses a lot of wit, is if an ethical leader can show the crowd the dirty player, then he can survive, my friends, and thrive. Otherwise, an unethical leader, like large portion of these intelligence agencies, CIA and otherwise, my friends, they can kill with impunity. The covert military civilizations, Catherine talks about it, my friends. Dolan's term Catherine uses is breakaway civilization. Joseph P. Farrell's taken that term and run with it. You know my term, my friends, covert military civilizations. If Joe asked Jason on the live stream and used that term when I asked a question on his chat page, and I thank you, Joe, for asking and bringing that term up, because it's so true, my friends. This is all military. But yeah, so what was I saying, my friends? I forget now. Oh, about the Constitution. We need to enforce and get that $50 trillion back on the budget, my friends. We need to get transparency and truth, and we need to sustain ethical leadership, right? That's what I was saying, that an unethical leader that an unethical leader that can kill with impunity, my friends, and that can reward richly, that means the ethical leader will always be at a severe handicap, disadvantage, right? But again, if you're an ethical leader and you can show the crowd the dirty player, in other words, you can survive, and the whole world can benefit, my friends. John F. Kennedy was definitely overall an ethical leader. We know this, my friends, right? He was trying to fight for the freedom of humanity, okay? He wanted to open up the government. He didn't want a space race with Russia. He wanted a joint venture, joining all nations together. Catherine's talked about that too. So, my friends, Corey Goode, I've talked about him briefly. I've talked a lot about the national security state, touched on the missing trillions, my friends. But yeah, I want to finish off the video, my friends, by saying absolutely we have every right to use SSP. We have every right to talk about the secret space program, and because we're trying to get our right to help humanity, my friends, by doing so, right? To get this technology ultimately, and that's what it comes down to, really, okay? And yeah, and the covert military civilizations, they can keep utilizing this energy, but tell the world what you're doing, okay? And let us use this energy so we don't need a hydro bill. My friends, we don't need a hydro bill. We don't need centralized utilities. We don't need stinky oil, gas, coal, nuclear energy. We haven't needed it for decades, my friends. But of course, it's going to disrupt hundreds of trillions of dollars of some of these greedy elitists out there that do not want to let go of their fundamental income and the enslavement of the human race. That's the bottom line. And Billy Carson tells you as much as well, my friends, okay? So let's fight for the freedom of humanity everywhere. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, my friends. And check out my new YouTube channel. And hopefully we can make this channel explode one day. And I especially if I can hopefully get dark journalists to maybe watch my videos. I'd love to be interviewed and or at least get on his chat page and start asking him some questions. Maybe I need to spend that $30 and join Dark Journalists. I know it's Joe, my buddy Joe from the Carolinas was on with Dark Journalists, and that's cool. And again, congratulations, Joe. You deserve to be able to interview the prolific and amazing researcher Joseph P. Farrell. Because when Joe's on his mark, when he's doing real research, nobody's better than Joe as well in his own way. He's intellectually meticulous, and he shows that amazing intellect with his guests, like Joseph P. Farrell and every other guest basically that he's been with. And hopefully that means including me. I had a blast working with him. Thank you again, Joe, for 2 months ago or so when we did that live stream. We had a great response. And now you're back on YouTube. You're using the platform as you did with me and everybody. You do it respectfully, with firmness and decor. I try to do the same thing, my friends. I do, right? I mean, we're not spewing out garbage. We deserve the right to be able to use these platforms, my friends. It's so important, okay? And YouTube knows that. And just like Facebook, my friends, okay? Do it respectfully, and I'm thankful. We should all use it as a privilege, and be thankful as well to be able to utilize these platforms to get these important messages across, my friends. Okay, we can do it together, and we can make that societal shift, as I always say, make this world a much better place, and get our power and sovereignty back, my friends. I'm trying to fight for the freedom of humanity in my own way. I almost feel like I'm a galactic agent too. That's why I have another YouTube channel called Informant at Lockheed as well. That's a capital L, and it's OCKHEED, I believe, and foreman at Lockheed. But focus on Jason Fitness, Captain Esty for a lot of my videos, my friends, and more to come. Also workout videos on there as well. But my new channel for the heavy topics of this real secret space program, my friends, the RSSP, is at Jason Cosmic RSSP Authority. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching and listening. I hope you guys will. See you. Have a great day. Gotta go. There's Paris, France, by the way, behind me. Hope you noticed that. See you guys. Take care.